how did you spend your summer?
I told you I spent it with my uncle in Alaska hunting wolverines.
If you can relate, then maybe you've played Cabela's Big Game Hunter 2005 adventure. On today's episode, we count every animal we kill as we struggle to survive the deadly creatures and punishing terrain. After naming your character, increasing some stats that, similar to Dark Souls, I have no idea how they affect gameplay, you get deeply lost in the lore of following in your grandpa's footsteps, completing the hunts that he never finished. Okay, yeah, there's no story here, you're just shooting animals. Select your firearm and gear at the lodge, collect your tags from the warden, and set off for the first map zone. Each zone contains one type of animal which matches one of your tags. So it should be as simple as bing bang boom, navigate to the next map zone, repeat until all your tags are filled, then it's on to the next lodge where you have access to new weapons and equipment, and the loop begins all over again. But this is a hunting game from 2005, so it's not that simple. If you play on the default difficulty, just like in your backyard, dots appear over all legal game animals. While straying outside the realm of realism, this is a welcome choice as it cuts down on the tedium of aimless wandering. You can disable it, but I'll be the first to admit, I've never done it. An option you can't adjust is your character's limited stamina. The default movement speed is very slow, but just like in the Souls games, if you want to do anything, your stamina quickly drains, meaning you can't Call of Duty, run and gun the local wildlife. The only way to regenerate stamina is to completely stop moving. It's an understandable design choice, but is frustrating since after you shoot and collect an animal, your next task is usually to walk all the way across the map zone to the next area transition, and I think this could have been alleviated by, at the very least, allowing your stamina to regenerate while walking. Just because you're the only one with a gun doesn't mean Mother Nature is going to give up without a fight. The animals are maniacal and aren't afraid to take advantage of the system. If you ever shoot more animals than you have tags for, you get fined, and eventually, if you're a repeat offender, you're forced to restart from the last lodge. So, what are you supposed to do if you've already killed and filled your grizzly bear tag, and another one is trying to separate your head from your body? It all comes down to positioning and intent. If the grizzly bear is point blank running directly at you, you are in your right to defend yourself and can fire away. However, if it's strafing you and you take the shot, you will get fined. And I swear these animals cheese the system. When cornered, they'll start running parallel to you, but at the very last minute, will pivot on a dime, and if you're not careful, take you by surprise. You can carry a single med pack to heal up, but if you're repeatedly attacked, you have to be rescued and restart from the last lodge. What's even worse is that if you're injured, you burn through stamina quicker, and it regenerates slower. Amazing design choice. Besides being programmed with an innate hatred of you, the animal AI behavior is special. If you're like me and prefer sending rounds downrange and hoping you get lucky rather than carefully planning your shots, you'll miss and spook the animals, causing them to run away. Do this enough times and they'll all be cornered on the edge of the map zone. With your character blocking their escape route, they have nowhere to go, causing them to dash back and forth on an invisible line. Normally, this is just funny and easily allows you to keep shooting until you kill one and can back off, moving on to the next area. But every once in a while, it leads to absolute buffoonery. Check this out. In order to advance to the next map zone, I need to get here. But these wolves had decided to set up shop here, literally running back and forth, patrolling my only path of progression. With no other choices, I bravely advanced and faced the entire pack while they tried to kill me. In the ensuing melee, 5 wolves lost their lives and I was horribly mauled. It's little quirks like these that are simultaneously the most frustrating and stupid things about these older games, but also, I do love the jank. Here are a few more oddities that occurred in my playthrough. I had 1 brown bear tag but ended up killing 4 since, from what I can tell, every time you kill an animal, another one is forced to spawn, and in this case, it literally spawned on my 6. In the mountains, I finally had to replay a map. Was it due to a vicious animal attack? No, not at all. I slipped off a cliff. The terrain here is punishing, and if you slide just a tiny bit, you will take massive damage. And perhaps my most controversial take about this game, I actually grew to appreciate fall damage. While I won't pretend to be an expert at reading topographic maps, the verticality of many areas meant it became a puzzle game at points, trying to figure out how to get from point A to point B without slipping to your doom. Now, unfortunately, the game took this too far and tried to turn a hunting game into a platformer by forcing you to go to certain climb points on the map. Wow, this is awesome. Anyways, I don't think the next Mario game is looking here for inspiration. Unfortunately, in the last map zone cycle, I experienced consistent crashing to the point I couldn't finish. Thankfully, there were only 4 zones remaining, so I added one of each of the 4 final animals to the final kill count. It should be noted I played this game for countless hours growing up and never had any crashing issues, so I think this was due to how I played it with a little help from every modern GameCube fan's favorite animal. Besides the normal hunts, tournaments and NPC quests are an additional way to challenge yourself. Most tournaments involve competing against other hunters within specific limitations, such as shooting the target species within 50 yards, using only a bow, or harvesting it with a clean kill. There are also target shooting tournaments, which I think are the most enjoyable. Quests, on the other hand, usually have you helping someone kill animals, but may have you doing other lame tasks like saving people's lives. Thankfully, none of the budget went to voice actors, so you get scenes like this.
Hey stranger, long time no see, huh? Listen, would you help me? I need you to hunt some timber wolves on my land. They've gotten out of control. I will pay you $1,000.
So, where does that leave the final kill tally? In total, we killed 4 Rocky Mountain bighorn sheep, 2 desert bighorn sheep, 3 Dall sheep, 2 stone sheep, 4 brown bear, 4 grizzly bear, 2 mountain caribou, 2 woodland caribou, 2 Rocky Mountain mule deer, 2 Colombian blacktail deer, 2 desert mule deer, 3 Rocky Mountain elk, 1 Roosevelt elk, 4 Thule elk, 1 Shiras moose, 2 Yukon moose, 2 northwestern moose, 2 gray wolves, 2 Arctic wolves, 6 eastern timber wolves, 4 pronghorn antelope, 3 wolverines, 1 lynx, 1 coyote, 2 mountain goat, 5 muskox, 2 javelina, 2 cougar, 2 bison, 3 bobcats, 5 American black bear, 1 polar bear, and 8 white-tailed deer. Since my game froze, not all animals were logged in my trophy room. This included 2 Kodiak brown bears, 3 barren ground caribou, and 1 northern timber wolf. This brings the final kill count to 97 animals. This is the 3rd lowest, just above the 62 from Balloon Fight, and below the 102 from Kirby's Tilt and Tumble. It is one of only 3 games to record a kill count under 100. For a game that revolves around killing, it's kinda surprising that it placed this low. Cabela's Big Game Hunter 2005 Adventure is a hard game to recommend. For starters, killing animals is not a theme everyone is okay with. But setting that aside, the moment-to-moment action or lack thereof makes it a slog to play. Ultimately, it's a glorified walking simulator. Walking simulators have their fans, but due to the ugly graphics and limiting stamina system, the experience is slow and bland. Plus, at any moment you could be mauled by a coyote or slip off a cliff and have to restart the level. But, as is the case with a lot of the questionable games I play for the channel, I still kinda had fun. Growing up, I replayed it over and over, forcing myself to do challenge runs where I only used bows or pistols to spice things up. Nostalgia is a powerful drug, but I can't think of any type of gamer I would recommend it to, and honestly, I don't see myself ever coming back to play it again. If you enjoyed this episode, liking the video and subscribing to the channel is a big help. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.